graph each quadratic equation, find the equation of the axis of symmetry, the vertex, and the x and y intercepts. Graph at least 7 points, clearly label, and scale the axes. Alright, so let's first note that this opens upward, because A is positive. Alright, let's find the axis of symmetry. X would be equal to negative, the B value is 8, over 2 times the A value is 1. That's negative 8 over 2, which is negative 4. Complete the vertex. Letting x equal negative 4, y would equal negative 4 squared plus 8 by negative 4 minus 20. And that's 16 minus 32 minus 20. So that's negative 16 minus 20, that's negative 36. So then the vertex is negative 4, negative 36. Let's find x-intercepts by letting y equal 0. 0 is x squared plus 8x minus 20. The trinomial factors as x plus 10 by x minus 2. And so then setting each factor to 0, x plus 10 is 0, or x minus 2 is 0. So x equals negative 10, x equals 2. So we have x-intercepts at negative 10, 0, and 2, 0. Y-intercept, we will let x equal 0. And so then that gives us y equals 0 squared plus 8 times 0 minus 20. And so that's 0 plus 0 minus 20, which is negative 20. And so we have the ordered pair 0, negative 20. All right, now let's pause there and graph what we have so far. We have a vertex at negative 4, negative 36, and we know this parabola is going to open upward since A is greater than 0. We have x-intercepts at negative 10, 0, and at 2, 0, and a y-intercept at 0, negative 20. All right, so looking at all the numbers we have so far, I'm going to use a scale of 2 on the x-axis. So let's see, this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, negative 8, negative 10. And I'm going to use a scale of 4 on the y-axis. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, etc. Negative 4, negative 8, negative 12, negative 16, negative 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. All right, so let's plot what we have so far. Negative 4, negative 36. Negative 10, 0, 2, 0, and 0, negative 20. So we have 4 points so far, but wait a second. Let's remember that we have symmetry. And so since we have symmetry, going off of 0, negative 20, I can also plot the point negative 8, negative 20, using the symmetry of the curve. And so now I just need to find really one other point. So I'm going to now just choose an x value to work with. I'm going to let x equal 4. If I let x equal 4, then y would equal 4 squared plus 8 times 4 minus 20. That's 16 plus 32 minus 20. And so let's see, that is 48 minus 20, which is 28. So that gives me the ordered pair 4, 28. So let's see, 20, 24, 28. So I have the point 428, and then by symmetry, I would also have negative 1228. And so there are 7 points on the curve, and I'll draw the parabola that smoothly passes through those points. Now, sort of smoothly at least. All right, we have y equals x squared minus 10x plus 25. All right, let's start by finding the axis of symmetry. Oh, let's actually first note that the parabola opens up. All right, the axis of symmetry would be given by x equals negative, b value is negative 10, over 2 times the a value is 1. So that's 10 over 2, which is 5. So x equals 5. Completing the vertex by substitution, we have y equals 5 squared minus 10 times 5 plus 25, which is 25 minus 50 plus 25, which ends up being 0. So the vertex is 5, 0. Well, notice that that's an x-intercept as well. And in fact, if we try to find the x-intercepts by letting y equal 0, we would have 0 equals x squared minus 10x plus 25, which factors as x minus 5 by x minus 5, and setting the factors to 0, we get that repeated factor. We don't need to write it twice. We find that x equals 5, which means we have an x-intercept at 5, 0. But we already knew that, right? That's not new information. All right, what about the y-intercept? Letting x equal 0 gives us y equals 0 squared minus 10 times 0 plus 25. So y equals 0 minus 0 plus 25. And so y equals 25. And so we have the ordered pair 0, 25. So that is new information, so that's good to know. All right, so now we just need to sort of find a few other points. But let's plot what we have so far. We have, 5, 0, and we have 0, 25. Not a lot to go with, but we can work with it. I'll use a scale of 1 on the x-axis. And how about a scale of 4 on the y-axis? All right, so I have the point 5, 0, and that's the vertex. And since it opens up, that's the lowest point on the curve. And I have 0, 25, and then by symmetry, I have the point 10, 25. Right, oops. Just by symmetry, I have 10, 25. Now I just need to fill in a couple other points. So how about we let x equal 4? If x equals 4, then y would equal 4 squared minus 10 by 4 plus 25, and so that's 16 minus 40 plus 25, which is 16 minus 40 is negative 26. Negative 24. Negative 24 plus 25 is 1. So if x equals 4, y equals 1, we have the ordered pair 4, 1. All right, so we have 4, 1. That's about here. And by symmetry, then, we also have 6, 1, which is here. All right, and how about if x equals, say, 2? If x equals 2, then y equals 2 squared minus 10 by 2 plus 25. So y would equal 4 minus 20 plus 25. So let's see, that's negative 16 plus 25, which is 9. So if x equals 2, y equals 9, and we have the ordered pair 2, 9. So 2, 9 is here. And then using symmetry, that would mean that we would have 8, 9 as well. All right, and so then plotting these points, we have those points plotted. We have at least 7 points, and let me draw the curve through these points. It's going to be something like this. All right, and so there's the graph of y equals x squared minus 10x plus 25.